Hi everyone. In the section of integration, till now we have discussed our techniques of integration. Yesterday we have discussed four special cases there to get the how can we get the integration of dx upon our ax square plus bx plus c, and integration of dx upon under root ax square plus bx plus c. And then we have also discussed about two cases: integration of px plus q upon under root upon ax square plus bx plus c dx, and also the last case is integration of px plus q upon under root ax square plus bx plus c dx. There we have discussed our four cases with suitable examples there. Now today we are going to be use our second technique. I already explained you that there are three techniques in the integration there: integration by substitution, integration by partial fraction, and integration by parts. Now then we are able to move with our second topic. Look, when we having a rational function there, then integration of rational function being function are a little bit difficult to find out its integration there, but when we can express our rational function in a sum of two rationals, some are more than two rational there, then we can easily get its integration by method what we use in our earlier section, what we have studied in our earlier section there. Then in part of our partial fraction, look, we have all the integration in the form of rational function. Obvious, you have to be aware about that proper and improper fraction there. Then first of all we have to check it's a proper fraction or it's not a proper fraction there. If it's improper, then we have to make it's proper by our using division method there. Then after that we are going to be able to solve our problems there. Look, mostly what we have discussed there in the point of partial fraction, what we see, there are some format you have to be kept in your mind that after, when we are going to solve by using partial fraction there. There are mostly three cases are there in our partial fraction. Our denominator, look, we are just going to take a look in our denominator there. First, our denominator maybe contains, if it's factorizable, then our denominator contains maybe non-repeated roots. Then there is a format we are going to how we are going to express it. I am going to be explain you in further. Then maybe we have in denominator some repeated roots and non-repeated roots there. And a third case maybe happen there we are not able to factorize our denominator there. Then how can we express our rational function in the sum as a sum of two or three rationals there? Now let's start our procedure. I'm going to explain all three methods what we have discussed here one by one by using suitable examples there. Then let's begin. Now integration by partial fraction, we have a type 1 there. When denominator contains only non-repeated linear factors, we have to find its integration there. What is our first case? Our first case is what? When our denominator contains only non-repeated linear factors there, then how can we integrate this? By using partial fraction there. Look, we are going to explain, taken one of the example there. Now we have an integration, it's our rational function there. Numerator is containing 2x, and then it's containing a quadratic there, and we can factorize it. Then take its value I. Then now this our I now can be written as, what is the factor of this? X square plus 3x plus 2, the factor of 2, such that its sum is 3. Then we have x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now we have factorized it, our x square plus, then it's as a factor of x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now look, what I'm telling you, we are just going to be express our rational function as a sum of two or more than rational forms there in simple form there. Then we are using our last what we have studied in last process there in the substitution part. We use some formulas there. Using some of formula there, we get easily integration value there. Now look what we have. We have two roots. We have two non-repeated roots there. One root is here -1, second root is our -2, and it's a case of non-repeated roots. Then how can we take our just this function 2x upon x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now we are just express as a sum of two forms. Just don't see about what is in numerator there. I am just going to take a, our first factor x plus 1, and plus b x plus 2. Now listen to me. If there is another non-repeated root x plus 3 there, then we can write down plus c upon x plus 3. Now what we have to do? We are going to solve it. First of all, we are going to solve it, and to get the values of a and b. Then after that, we are going to integrate it, because it's we can express is in the two simple rational function there. Then we are able to integrate it easily there. Then now look, how can we get the values of constant a and b there? Look, what we do. We are going to multiply. Its LCM is what? It's x plus 1 and x plus 2. Then what we do? We are going to multiplying both sides by x plus 1 into x plus 2. Multiplying both sides by x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now then what do we have? We have here 2x. Now what we have? Here we get x plus 2 and plus b x plus 1. Now look, to getting values of a and b, there is two procedure that we are going to multiply a x plus 2a plus 2 plus bx plus b. Then we are taking the variables x same and constant in another bracket there. Then we are going to be compare with this part, this section, this part. Then we get two equation there in a and b, and then we are going to be get the after solution is we get the values of a and b there. And also we have one of the method to find out by using our factor method there. We know that if the factor is x equal to -1 and x equal to -2, then I am going to use our second method. When we put x equal to -1 and x equal to 2, because its factor are, when we put x equal to -1, then our this portion is 0, because -1 plus 1 0. Then what we have here? What we have here? We have -2, and here we have -1 plus 2a. Then what is the value of a? Our value of a is -2. When we put x equal to 2 here, sorry, a x plus 2, then we have to put x equal to -1 and x equal to -2. Now when we put x equal to -2, then our this section -2 plus 2, this is vanishes there. Then we have only this b portion there. Now when we put x equal to -2, then here we have it's -4 equal to -2 plus 1, means it's a -b. After solving, we get the value of b is 4. Now look, here we get our values of constant. A is equal to -2 and b equal to 4. And then now I am going to put in this part. Therefore, this is our 2x upon x plus 1 and x plus 2 is equal to, what is our a? A is our -2 upon x plus 1 plus what is b? 4 upon x plus 2. Now we have to find out its integration value. Then what we do? Now take here integration of 2x x plus 1 x plus 2. Now we are express our rational function as a into simple rational forms there. Then now take individual integration there, take out -2 common there, and then dx upon x plus 1 plus take out 4 constant out of the integral. Then we have dx upon x plus 2. Now it's a look, it's of the form of dx by x, because when we take x plus 1t, then our dx go to dt, then we are going to able to take directly integral there, and this is our log of absolute x plus 1, and here what we have, it's our log of absolute x plus 2 and our plus c there. Now what we have, we can also further solve it by using it's in the form of power there, but it's don't need there. You can also write down r, it's a log of 1 upon x plus 1 whole square plus log of x plus 2 to power 4 plus c, but it's not necessary to. And then I'm going to again revise you what we do. We have discussed here non-repeated linear factors there. In non-linear factors there, what we have, if we have 1 factor, 2 factor, 3 or more than factors, just write down by taking a constant a and divided by first factor plus b divided by second factor. If there is another third factor, then write down plus c upon x plus 3. And what we do, we are just after that we are going to find out the values of constant a, b, c by this method, or by using after this using our linear equation 2 or 3 variables there, get the values of constant and then put the values in the given format, and after that we are going to be integrated to get our required values there. Now we are going to discuss our second case there. What is our second case? When denominator contains the repeated and non-repeated linear factors. It's maybe that's key. Here we be only non-repeated roots there. It's maybe one of the case you have only non-repeated roots there, but I'm taking complex that here we have taken a repeated roots and also a non-repeated roots there. Look at that. Then what we do, what we have to do that when we have enough denominators, one is repeated root and another is non-repeated roots. Look here, x minus 1 whole square, then we get x minus 1 whole square, then we get a repeated root there, and x plus 2 is our non-repeated root there. Then how can we solve this types of problem? Then you have to be first of all, when we have a repeated root there, I'm going to explain you. When we have a problem like integration of some ax plus b, and we have x minus a square something dx, then what we have to do, when we have repeated roots, then we take take here only px plus q, because we are going to take in the terms of a and b. Then we have them. Then what is our format there? In the case of repeated roots, first of all take a upon x minus a, is a linear part, and then plus b upon x minus a whole square. If we have a form of px plus q and there is a x minus a whole cube there, then what we have take, it's can be expressed in a take it's x minus a, then plus b x minus a whole square, then plus c x minus a whole cube. This is a format when we have a repeated root there. Then we are going to be take this format. Now look, come to the problem. I am going to be explain you this with a with suitable example. Now look, we take only, just suppose we take only x upon x minus 1 whole square and x plus 2. Then what is our form there? We write down, take a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 1 whole square. If there is cube, then we have plus c upon x minus 1 cube, but it's enough. Now there is a third root x plus 2, take c upon x plus 2. Now we have to find out values of a, b and c there. What we do? Again, its LCM is what? Its LCM is a x minus 1 whole square or into x plus 2, then multiplying both sides by, this is our LCM. And what we have here, in our left hand side, just we have x there, and here x minus 1 cancel out, then we have a x minus 1 and x plus 2. Here we have this is cancel out, then we have only x plus 2, and here what we have, this x plus 2 cancel out, then we have c x minus 1 whole square. Now look, we are going to find out the values of a, b, c there. Okay, now what we do, we are going to find out its value by, look, what is it 0? It's look, our zeros are x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 2. Now first of all, using zeros there, put x equal to 1. When we put x equal to 1, then our left hand side is 1 there. Look, 1 minus 1 0, this part our 0 there, and 1 minus 1, this part is also 0 there. Then just we have what, 1 plus 2 3b, then we have 3b equal to 1, then the value of b is what, 1 by 3. Now we are get the value of b there, 1 by 3. Now put x equal to minus 2. When we put x equal to minus 2, then this section is 0, this part is also 0 there. Then what we have? We have just c part. What we here have? X equal to minus 2, then minus 2 and minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 whole square. What's we have 9. Then 9c is equal to minus 2. Then what is the value of c there? C is equal to minus 2 upon 9. Now we are getting the values of b and c there. Now look how we get the values of next third values there. We have get b and c. Look, here two linear form, but here when we are going to be express is, then it's a quadratic form. Now what we do, to get the values of their third value there, we are going to compare the coefficient of x square there. Now look, what is our coefficient of x square? Look here and here we get the coefficient of x square, because it's containing x square, this is also containing a square. When we take x square common there, then we have it's a plus c into x square, and in our left hand side there is there is no x square there, which means 0 into x square. Then what we have, it's since in part we have there is not any x square there, then we write down 0 into x square plus x. Then to make our we get our two constant there. To third what we do, we are going to equating coefficient of x square. Now here we get x square, then c, and here we get a in the a, then our a plus c equal to 0, because in our left hand there is not a coefficient of x square. Now we get the value of c already there. Then what is the value of a? A is equal to minus c, then a is what, it's a 2 upon 9. Now we are getting all three constant values there. Now what we do, we are going to put all the values of a, b, c here. Now therefore our x upon x minus 1 whole square x plus 2 is given by a upon x. What is a? 2 by 9 x minus 1 plus b upon, what is the value of b there? B upon x minus 1 whole square plus c upon, what is the value of c? Minus 2 by 9 and x plus 2. Now we are able to express our this rational function in the three simple forms there. Now we are going to take its integration, taking 2 by 9 constant out there, then it's a dx upon x minus 1 plus take 1 by 3 constant outside, then we have dx upon x minus 1 whole square and plus minus minus 2 by 9 dx upon x plus 2. Now look, these two are easily to get on this is what, this is our 2 upon 9, it's a dx upon x minus 1 dx dt, then already it's a log of x minus 1. Also this is what, minus 2 by 9 log of x plus 2 absolute of x plus 2 plus c. Now look, it's x minus 1 whole square. When we take our x minus 1 t, then dx equal to dt, then it's a integration of dt upon t square. Its format is what? Integration of dt upon t square. How we get its value? Taking t square on the numerator there, then it's we have integration of t to power minus 2 dt. Then we get its value is what? T to power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 means we get the value it's minus 1 by t. Then minus 1 by t means we have plus minus minus 1 by 3. 1 by t, what is our t? X minus 1. Now we get the values there. What is our 1 upon x minus 1? Now this is 2 by 9. This is our 2 by 9 and there is a minus. When we take 2 by 9 common there, then log x minus 1 minus log x plus 2, then we can write down it in the format of 2 by 9 log m by n, log x minus 1 and x plus 2. What we do? Taking 2 by 9 common there, then we have log x minus 1 minus log x plus 2. It's a type of log m by n, 2 by n, and this is our minus 1 by 3, 1 upon x minus 1 plus c. This is our required answer. Now we are moved to our third case there. What we have, when the denominator contains non-factorizable quadratic factor. This is our third case. When our denominator, we are not able to factorize our denominator there. There is one quadratic form which is which we are not able to factorize it. And look, one of the example there on your screen there. It's a linear part, but it's a x square plus 1. We cannot factorize it. Then what we do there in such type of cases? When we integration of type sum px plus q and they are containing a square plus bx plus c dx, and this is what is this? We cannot, it's our non factorizable quadratic equation. Then what is our format? Then our format is what? This is quadratic, then we can write down ax plus b upon ax square plus bx plus c, and then after that we are going to find out the value of a and b and putting, and we can get get easily its integration value there. And now we are going to find out its solution by taking one example there. Now look, this is our linear portion, this is our quadratic form. Take this, now just take this x square plus x plus 1. Now look, first off check that it's a proper form or not. Here highest degree is 2, then here is cube. It's a proper form. Then it's not in proper form, then we have to first of all divide it, and then after that we are going to solve it. It's also one of the important problem asked more than 2 or 3 times in the board examination there. Now x square plus x plus 1 and then divided by x plus 2 and x square plus 1. Look, this is our linear, then write down a upon x plus 2, and this is our quadratic form. Then we have to take bx plus c to the x square plus 1. This is our required format. We have to take it. Now what we do? Multiplying both sides by x plus 2 into x square plus 1. Then what we have? Here we have x square plus x plus 1, and what we have here? A x square plus 1 and plus bx plus c x plus 2. Now after multiplying by x plus 2 and x square plus 1, now what we have? Look, here a little bit difficult to put in the values because we cannot get the values of one x is there, and we can only x equal to minus 2 there. Then to getting the values, what we do? We are just using our coefficient method there. We are going to first of all solve it, it's a ax square plus a plus bx square plus cx plus 2bx plus 2c. Now take x square common there, take x part, what we have x part, two b plus c, then our constant part is what, a plus 2 3. Now look, x square plus x plus 1. Now what we do, we are going to comparing the coefficient of x square, x and constant terms. Then what is the value of a plus b? Here is 1. Then our a plus b is equal to 1, and also coefficient of x also 1 there. Then 2b plus c is equal to 1, and constant part is our 1 there. A plus 2c equal to 1. Now we have 3 constant and 3 equation there. We are able to solve it one by one. Then we are going to be solve it by, look, here we have a plus b, here we have 2b plus c, and then a plus 2c there. Then from here what we do, we are getting the value of a here and changing it in the terms of b and c. What is a? A is equal to 1 minus b. I am going to putting here. Then 1 minus b plus 2c equal to 1. Then what we have? Minus b plus 2c is equal to 0. And what we have? We have 2b here. Second equation, 2b plus c equal to 1. Then we can multiply this by 2. Then our this equation convert to minus 2b plus 4c equal to 0. Now we are going to adding it. Then we have 5c equal to 1. Then the value of c is what? We get the value of c is what? 1 by 5. Now we get the value of c 1 by 5. Putting here, and 2b plus 1 by 5 equal to 1. Then 2b is equal to 1 minus 1 by 5. Then we have 4 by 5. Then the value of b is what? 2 by 5. Now we get the value of b. Then we are able to get the value of a. A is equal to 1 minus b. B is 2 by 5. Then the value of a is what? 5 minus 2, 3 by 5. Now we are getting the values of a, b, c by using elimination method there. Now we are going to put here the all 3 values. Now our integration of x square plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 x square plus 1 is now given by a is 2x plus 2. The value of a is what? 3 by 5. 3 by 5 integration of dx upon x plus 2. Then plus bx plus c. Then what is the value of b? 2 by 5 x plus c 1 by 5 and divided by x square plus 1 dx and integral sign. Now look, what we do, it's again it's a log. It's easily to get 3 by 5 log of x plus 2. But look, now here we take a 5 common there, plus 1 by 5 take out the common. Then what we have? We have 2x plus 1 x square plus 1 dx. Now look, when we are going to solve this, 1 by 5 integration of 2x plus 1 x square plus 1 dx. Look, I'm again I'm telling you the technique there. If function of the type f dash x and fx there, but we get x square 2x plus 1, then we get here 0 there, then second part is 0 there, then we are difficult to using this section there. Then what we do, we are going to break it. 1 by 5 integration of 2x upon x square plus 1 dx, and take another one is, this one is as a 1 by 5 dx upon x square plus 1. What we do? We are going to solve this portion 2x plus 1 x square plus 1. What we do? We are going to divide by 2x by x square plus 1 and then plus 1 by x square plus 1. Now look, it's a form of, it's our fx, this is our derivative, and it's by using by substitution method of the technique, the integration of it's what? It's a 1 by 5 log x square plus 1. And what is the value of 1 by 5 x square plus 1? Look, it's a form of integration of dx upon x square plus a square. It's a form of x square plus a square. What is its value? Its value is given by 1 by a tan inverse x by a there. Then what we have? 1 by 5, 1 by a. Again it's a 1, then it's not necessary to write down 1 by 1. Tan inverse x by a, or again it's a 1, then tan inverse x, and then plus c. Now we get the values of this integration. And what is our answer? Our answer is what? The integration of x square plus x plus 1 x plus 2 x plus 1 is given by 3 by 5 log x plus 2 and plus 1 by 5 log x square plus 1. What is our answer? We are going to write down this here. It's a 3 by 5 log absolute of x plus 2 plus 1 by 5 log x square plus 1 plus 1 by 5 tan inverse x plus c. This is our third type, which I am explaining to you. I'm just today we have discussed our three cases in the part of partial fraction there. Then it is our third case, and it's also one of the important problems. Now tomorrow we are again come with our next problem. In tomorrow we are going to be discuss with some problems based on our partial fraction there. We are going to be take our some problems which are based on our three techniques there. And then we are going to able to learn the concept there, understand the concept there.